Sullivan right here. Today we're going to be looking at Bauer's 20-volt half-inch impact here from Harbor Freight, sporting 450 foot-pounds claimed of braking torque here. We're going to be putting that to the test here today. Now, I did do a video on this impact here already. I got quite a few comments on that video, so I thought it was worthwhile going back and looking at kind of the last test I did here. I guess you can't quite see it, but the large tractor tire here. We got 3 large nuts that hold a wedge on this tractor tire. And when I say large, everyone, we're talking a 1 5/16 socket here. And speaking of this socket, this brings up one of the, well, I'd say one of the comments, but several of the comments I got. People mentioning the adapter on here. Yes, everyone, there's an adapter on here because this is a 3/4 inch drive socket. I don't have a 1/2 inch socket in that size. Now, a lot of people were complaining I used that. Keep in mind, everyone, in that last video, I used this both on the Bauer and the DeWalt. That will be kind of comparing this to here a little bit. The DeWalt here is a DCF 889. That's the DeWalt's older model here. Per DeWalt, supposed to have 400 foot-pounds of torque. So just a little less claimed than what the Bauer has. So, let's get started here, everyone. We're going to try this Bauer here on the bolts here on the back of this tractor. I'm going to try it on all 3 of the bolts, all 3 of them, and then we're going to take the DeWalt, we're going to go to the other side and give it a try over there. These bolts are supposed to be tightened to roughly 300 foot-pounds. So, at 300 foot-pounds, everyone, neither one of these drivers should have too much problem. I mean, we're getting right up to the upper limits here, but should be able to get it done. Okay, well, first up, the Bauer, again, 1 5/16 socket here. And we're going to do it on all 3 of these bolts. There we go. We'll just start with the top one, work our way down. I'm going to try to record this all as one segment, everyone, so no editing. You can see the entire process. You know, if you don't want to see all, just skip ahead or something. But, oh, hey, cat. Looks like we got some help. He'll probably leave as soon as we start making some noise. Okay, there we go. Got it. Took it a second, but I got it. Okay, next one. That thing is really vibrating. I think it's turning it slowly, but wow, that took a bit, everyone, but I got it. Okay, 2 for 2 so far. That's pretty good, everyone. Let's try for the 3rd one here. Okay, there we go. Actually, you know what? Let me turn this around. Watch the letter. It's a little easier to tell if it's rotating. Okay, everyone, I'm not seeing any sign of movement here at all. Not at all. Let me give it one more try here. I'm not sure if I should try to hold this tight or let it be a little looser, but... Okay, well, I think we can call that one. I don't think the Bauer's going to move it, or if it does, it's going to take a ridiculously long time, which is just absurd. So, I think we're going to call it that. 2 out of the 3. Not too bad if you ask me. Okay, well, it's a little more crowded on this side, but we're going to give the old DeWalt here a try. Again, keep in mind, 400 foot-pounds claimed on this one. Same socket, same bolts. Hopefully you can see them, and there's 3 of them on this side as well. Let's give it a try. Starting with the top one. Okay, but it does have it loose. It is slowly turning it there. I think I'm going to leave that at that, but it does have it loose. Okay, next one down. And actually, can you see the, hopefully you can see the lettering on there. If not, watch that hole. Got that one loose already. Okay, on to the next one. And let me see, turn it here so you can see the hole, hopefully. Okay, already got that one. Okay, well, back on this side here again. We got the DeWalt this time. Remember, the Bauer could not, or if it was not moving it very much. We're going to see if the DeWalt can remove this one here or not. Okay, oh, let me turn the labels up just so you can see that, hopefully. Same spot we had it on the Bauer. Okay, fire in the hole. It did it, everyone. It did it. Okay, well, I think we can maybe hopefully draw some better conclusions from this here. I figured I'd throw the talking bit on the end here, let you folks see the action here more or less first. So, Bauer impact from Harbor Freight here, 1/2 inch. Great little impact if you ask me. If you already have some of the Bauer lineup of tools, I don't see nothing wrong with this. Now, mind you, doing what we're doing with it here, everyone, definitely right at like, probably past the top end of what this tool is designed for. This is probably designed more for your, you know, your car, your truck use, that type of thing. I did get some comments in my last video saying some people had bought this and they could not get the lug nuts off their vehicles with it. If you can't get your lug nuts off your vehicle with this, everyone, I'm going to say your lug nuts are probably too tight. Or that you're driving a big rig or something. But anyway, yeah, great little tool if you ask me. Like I said, ergonomics feels good. I don't see anything wrong with it. So, again, obviously, I don't think it quite has the 450 foot-pounds of torque, everyone. At least based on the fact that the DeWalt here is supposed to have 400. Because the argument in the last video here, everyone, was the fact that the Bauer had loosened the bolt for the DeWalt. Hopefully you could see on that last bolt, everyone. Maybe it did, but that load of rubbish, everyone. Load of nonsense. The keyboard warriors and keyboard experts there on the impacts here, they should just throw their keyboards away. They don't know what they're talking about. So, anyway, yeah, again, like I said, great impact. I don't know if it quite has the 450 that's advertised, but a couple things I noticed here real quick, maybe before we wrap this up here. It does seem like the Bauer impacts faster. whereas the DeWalt impacts slower. But you can definitely feel it, everyone. When you're using these impacts, you can feel that this is hitting way harder. It's hitting slower, but it's hitting harder, whereas this is just hitting faster. I don't know, maybe that's its downfall. It's hitting too fast. And just a note here on the socket as well, again, everyone. Yes, I am well aware this is probably taking away some of the torque, but keep in mind, we're using it on both of these impacts, so it's taking it away from both of them. And it's worth note too, again, with impacts, everyone, that torque, it's only a slight rotation. I mean, it's not like it's a full, 450 foot-pounds of rotating torque, right? So that, again, that's why anytime you add an adapter extension, it does take away from your torque. I mean, that's why you see when you go to buy let's say an impact and it has the extended anvil on it, and that's so it doesn't take away from the torque. Also want to mention one thing here as well, everyone. A lot of people commented on, yes, everyone, a 60-volt battery on the DeWalt. Clearly those people are stupid as well. Yes, everyone, this is a 60-volt battery, but not on this tool. This is a 20-volt battery on this tool, everyone. DeWalt's flex volt batteries designed to work on both 20-volt and 60-volt tools. The benefit of this, everyone, is I can have one battery that works across all of my tools, and my 20-volt batteries at this point are shot, everyone, so that is why I use this battery. The best way you could probably explain it here, everyone, with the batteries, there seems to be a lot of misconception about that. Bigger battery gives you more power. Not necessarily, everyone. A bigger battery is more about runtime. Similar to putting a larger gas tank in your car. It does not give you more power putting a bigger gas tank. It gives you longer runtime. Same thing with these batteries. Bigger battery, longer runtime. Maybe dependent, well, it might have a little bit more power, but very unlikely. It's going to depend on what cells they put in there. So you got to remember, there's multiple numbers that go into this. They don't necessarily tell you all of them. They tell you the voltage, 20 volts, or if you've got it on a 60 volt too, this is 60 volts, and it's 9 amp hour. That's the storage capacity, not the discharge rate. They don't tell you the discharge rate, at least not that I know of. Maybe someone in the comments, maybe you can enlighten us as to what would it be a discharge rate on a battery like this. I don't know. It's probably fairly high, for a 60 volt tool, especially if you have a 60 volt angle grinder from DeWalt. Those things suck some juice. So anyway, we're going to wrap this video up, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Again, gets my recommendation, everyone. I don't see anything wrong with this. Again, not for doing work probably on something like this, but for your regular vehicle, great little impact, especially if you already have the batteries for it.